Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios, this is In the Building with Mike Taylor and Rudy Jay.
Yes.
Now I see it, LG.
Look at that. We're back, man, after a couple of days off. How we doing?
Fantastic. My favorite word.
Fantastic's your favorite word?
I don't know why. I overuse that word.
You know what the most overused word in broadcasting is? Unbelievable. The 2-2 pitch to Aaron Judge. High fly to left. Unbelievable. A 3-run homer. It's not unbelievable. Yeah. Guys hit home runs every day. Little slant pass in the flat to Tyreek Hill. Breaks a tackle. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Dolphins. Unbelievable. That gets used every fucking game.
I can see that.
Too much. Got to stop it. That's a pet peeve of mine as a washed-up broadcaster. How you doing? It's Sunday morning.
I'm fantastic.
Good. I'm unbelievable. This is amazing. What a great time. Subscribe to our show. It's free. Join our show. It's not free, but it is $6 a month. And the return of members only is today. All right. We have the way our schedule worked out today. As we do this show, it's on a Sunday morning, and as time would allow, we have time. The reason we're on early is so we can get to other stuff that guys on the crew have to do. But this also allows us to do 2 shows today. We're going to do this show, which is free technically, and then around 10 a.m. we'll sign off, take a break. I'll go take a leak, and we'll commence to do some members only. So for you boys that are members, be advised, we'll be back on with you today. If you're not a member, join and get all the exclusive members only stuff we do. That's only $6 a month. Click join on the links to our YouTube page. And I mean, I went to Starbucks this morning. Got Mia just a black coffee. No sugar, no cream.
Time out. Why would you buy a black coffee, sir?
Well,
buy.
Okay, because
black coffee's cool. It's a great thing, but why buy it?
We're out of coffee at the house. We just moved, and I forgot that we're out of coffee. I live close to a Starbucks. Went up there and got Nina a cold iced black coffee. Got me a black coffee. Brought it home. I used the cream at my house. I went and got Starbucks, brought it home, used my creamer at home because I was out of coffee. Point being, A grande coffee, just a black coffee.
Yeah, how much was it?
$5.
That's insane.
For a cup of coffee.
That's insane.
Yeah, I like Starbucks, but that's a lot of money. It's only $6 to get this high-end quality entertainment on In the Building.
I'm giving you shit, but I bought a black coffee. But mine was like $129.
Mm-hmm. That Circle K swill.
It's nasty.
Yeah. Starbucks makes decent coffee.
I use it for the effects, not the taste.
I use it because it's full of caffeine, and I
Yeah,
can't
that's what I'm saying,
function.
the
I can't
effect.
function. Yeah, it's my drug. It's my drug of choice, coffee. The other morning I stopped by Merit Coffee. Had been there since we had a business meeting with that guy that helped us get our license. And Merit's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just their regular coffee,
Are
put a little cream in it.
they considered local, or is that
I
a
think
chain?
so. I think Merit. Well, they've got a few of them, but are they LG? Are they exclusive to our city? Merit. I'm not sure. I've only heard them here.
I don't know.
Nonetheless, and people give me crap about going to Starbucks because it's the Walmart of coffee shops, which whatever. It's
Yeah,
good and it's
we
consistent.
got too many locals, Michael.
Yeah, we have a local coffee. Oh no, you're saying I should go to local
Yes.
coffee? Yeah, LG's giving me crap about that too. The thing, once again, I'm fine with local companies,
But Starbucks
and
is
local
consistent.
coffee. It's the same. I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
A lot of these little local joints, it's not consistent. And y'all give Whataburger shit about not being consistent. A lot of the little local coffee shops in town are not either.
Yeah.
I'm not a coffee snob, but it's got to taste like I want. Circle K is shit.
It is.
I drink it on occasion when I'm in a pinch, but I don't want
It
to.
is shit.
Yeah, for
It
sure.
is.
So it's Sunday. We're not drinking booze. We're drinking
No, I ain't drinking no booze.
coffee
this
and
morning.
water. I've got a brunch later today. We are getting ready to say goodbye to Nina's oldest son. He leaves. He's got a 6:00 flight in the morning to Newark, New Jersey, and then he's moving into his new apartment tomorrow in New Jersey. It's too expensive to live in Manhattan, so he's on the other side of the Hudson. Although he's got a beautiful view of Manhattan out of his apartment window.
Yeah.
But he's on the Jersey side because it's a lot cheaper. And he leaves in the morning. Nina's gonna go up this coming weekend to spend a few days with him, get him settled in, get all of his stuff packed. She hasn't been to New York much in her life, so that'll be a fun thing. You and I couldn't go because you and I, we got business next Saturday at Slackers.
You can go.
No, we got UT post game, man.
know.
I'm gonna go leave for that. But no, she's just gonna be up there and help him get ready. The point being, we had a little thing last night, had a little brunch later today, and
You get fucked up last night?
fine. No, actually, we were gonna go clubbing last night
Bar hopping.
with the kids, which would have been fun, but we spent 3 hours at Dogfather. We had a hot dog party for him. Oh, we packed that place. We packed that place. And I sat there. I had one beer with my big ass brat. You know, I was fine. It wasn't drunk. It was one beer with a big old brat. But
Did you get sauerkraut?
of course,
Okay.
and the fried onions too.
Why
Fried
would
onions
I ask,
with
why would I
sauerkraut.
ask a white man if he got sauerkraut?
Exactly.
Of course he
Come
did.
on, man. Well,
White
duh.
people.
Of course, I got sauerkraut with fried onions, and I had the horseradish crema on top of it
I don't know about no horseradish.
on the hoagie roll. Ate that and had a beer.
Was the bun soft?
No, it's toasted.
Oh.
But then we were going to go up. We left around 9:00. We were going to go home. I was going to chill, have a Red Bull,
You can't go home at 9.
and we
at
were going to
night.
meet
You
the kids
can't.
at 11.
It's over. Once you decided to go home, you got to stay
We
out.
were done. It didn't happen. Yeah, we wound up not going out, which is fine because I would have been trashed for this show today had I gone out last night. So got about 9 hours sleep. Feeling really good today. Got a brunch later, and then got to get my apartment in order today, and then right back on the grind mañana with teaching, and got missions games this week. But next Saturday, you and I, speaking of Slackers, we're
Let's
going to
do
be
it
at
now.
Slackers. We got 6 days until our Slackers remote. It's a 2:30 kickoff. UT versus Colorado State. Some people say Colorado. I say Colorado. Colorado State y UT Texas. Next Saturday, 2:30 kickoff. I will be watching the game at Slackers on St. Mary. Speaking of the Strip, that's where the kids went last night. I've never been to that Slackers before, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. We're going to pull out all the stops. DJ LG and his exquisite abilities to make us look awesome and way cooler than we are will be on display next week. They open the doors. I think the doors open at noon. They got a 6-year anniversary party, I think, that starts at 3.
Yes.
UT kicks off at 2:30, though, and when the game's over, Rudy and I will have the first in-the-building UT postgame show from Slackers, the official sports bar of our show. So thank you to Slackers. Looking forward. Football season is nigh upon us. Get rid of this dumbass preseason that doesn't matter at all. They don't need no preseason games in college football. They don't give a shit about that. Last night, Florida State got beat. They're 0-1. That wasn't no preseason game. Tough shit.
They were supposed to prove to the world that they got left out of the playoff.
Yeah, right. Oopsies.
Yeah, all that bullshit. But Tito's, St. Arnold's, Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop, Modelo, White Claw, swag drops, vendors, live entertainment, live pod, giveaways, and more. 831-24 St. Mary's location. That is 2718 North St. Mary's. 78212. And we got a new look up in here, LG.
We do.
LG's in a different room. It's weird. It's so spacious in here. I didn't realize how big this room was till LG got the hell out.
This is great. We got a TV. I know. I got to make sure that I don't get distracted by the TV.
I should turn that off.
No. Don't. No. Let me get used to not having it not be a distraction.
Right.
I look like a Cowboys player at a game, constantly looking up at the screen rather than the game. No, well, LG's got the meltdown from last night on, which is hard to watch. Oh, dude, 4-0. Had 2 kids get hurt. They had 2 kids get hurt. 2 pitchers got hurt. We're up 4-0, and had a meltdown on the mound. Had 2 kids get hurt, which was hard to watch. Can I give a quick dad opinion here? Is this my opinion every year?
Hold on.
You're going to call me soft.
I'm not going to call you soft. That's coffee, too.
Not that kind of soft. So I'm fine with the World Championship game being televised on ABC. And it's been televised, well, when I was a kid, back in the day in the 80s, ESPN didn't exist.
No.
But even after ESPN launched in like 79, 80, they didn't show the Little League World Series on their network.
I don't remember.
The only Little League World Series game that was televised was the world title. It was on ABC. It was always on a Saturday morning from Williamsport. It was whoever won the U.S. And in those days, it was usually Chinese Taipei. But, man, showing all, and this is old man yelling at clouds. They'll never change it. Even though I think a lot of y'all agree with me, we should not be showing all these Little League games on national television.
Why?
Because they're kids, man. They're 12.
No, they need to be on TV.
No, they don't.
This is the last time they're going to be on TV.
It breaks my heart.
None of the,
to watch all of our kids crying and everything.
4 of these kids out of the entire World Series are ever going to do anything significant at a higher level.
These are our kids.
No, hey, these are Bernie kids.
No, I'm talking about the world. This is the Little League World Series.
Oh, I understand.
So this is the last time they're going to get, you get to look, when you're 40, you get to watch this tape.
There have been a few guys that went to the big leagues. A few.
It's like less than 3% of these kids will make it somewhere significant.
You're
I have
right,
no problem with
but
it.
It feels like exploitation of little kids. These are 11 and 12-year-olds. This is not like they're 17. It's 11 and 12. And you got to deal with the tears and the heartbreak. And Burnie gave him hell last night. Burnie was up 4-0, had a couple kids get hurt. Pitching just melted down. And so Burnie Little League, after a hell of a run, got eliminated last night. They're actually playing in the third place game as we speak. Is that not on television, LG? I'd rather watch the live
No, they're not going
game.
to play yet.
I think it's 9 o'clock start.
A.M.?
Yeah, it's at 10 a.m. on the East Coast where they are in Pennsylvania. So we're playing Venezuela in the third place game right now. The championship, I guess, is later today or maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Florida, who got us last night, 12-7, will play Taipei, Chinese Taipei, in the world title game. But I don't know. It's hard to watch little kids get upset and cry and get their hearts broken, no matter where they're from. This year, obviously, they're from our part of the state, but
are you saying Burnie choked? Are you saying these kids choked?
No, I'm not saying that about that word? They had a meltdown.
Kidding.
It was a meltdown.
A meltdown is a nice way of saying choke.
They're 12, man.
I don't. I didn't even see it live. Everybody was telling me about it though. Like, oh man, damn, we had them.
The counterpoint to that is that Taylor, you're always saying kids are raised soft. This toughens them up. Put them on TV. Let us see them cry.
Right.
Make them tough. So years ago, and I'll never forget. I don't remember the kid's name or the guy's dad or anybody. So I think it was the United States, and we lost in the World Championship to God knows some kid who's supposed to be 12 from China who's got a mustache and an Adam's apple already. Whatever. Chinese are a bunch of cheating sons of bitches when it comes to sports.
My God.
They are, man. They got the track record, so I can say it.
So what you saying? The Chinese kids are like 20 and we don't know?
Yeah, pretty much. Or they've been manufactured in a lab and they're part Wuhan bat and part human and part robot. And so they beat our team and we've lost. And the little center fielder's out there and he's face down in the outfield sobbing into the grass. And they go to his dad.
And what happened?
And she asked him, the reporter, this must be very tough for you to see him on television in that way. And he goes, you know what? It is tough, but this is okay. The dad goes, and this was great. It's a great dad moment about being tough. The dad goes, you know, this is like the 61st game we played all summer because we went through the regionals and the state and all that shit. We've played 51 games. We're 51-0 going into this game. My son has no idea what it feels like to lose. And right now, and the dad starts crying. My son right now is learning what it's like to lose. And that's important. And I'm like, damn, that's a hell of a thing to say. But does it need to be on national television? That's right. I'm like, geez.
I have more of a problem.
My heart melts.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm cool with the Little League World Series. The one thing that whips my ass is, and again, this is another thing that, you once in a lifetime experience. Mm-hmm. The kid that has 17 college hats in front of him, puts on 5 of them, takes 5 of them off, and then finally chooses the school. I hate that. It's so played out.
I don't love it.
It's played out. Like, and I'm okay with you like picking your school. Okay, let's make it a thing. But when you fake the hat, no, not LSU. No, it's not Bama. No, it's not Georgia. It's going to be Tennessee.
Didn't we talk about Dallas Carter the other day?
Oh, yeah.
The 1989 Carter team that got robbed, got its championship stripped because only like 3 kids were robbing banks and liquor stores, and they stripped the championship.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they had an ineligible player or 2, but whatever. Those kids made their announcements in a hot tub.
I know.
Which that kind of set the tone for what that was a pioneering moment.
Set the tone for what we found out later.
Yeah, now you're right. It probably has kind of played out.
I hate that.
And a hot tub announcing where they're going.
And hot tubs are overrated.
So great. In 1989, hot tubs were cool.
Yeah. And waterbeds.
I can't find the game. If anyone knows what channel it's on, I'll switch it there.
Somebody
Thanks,
said
LG.
Texas is up 3-0 on Venezuela.
I saw that, but I couldn't find the game.
Oh, okay. Tell us where we can get the game, guys.
Shout out to
think it's on
Venezuela. They don't
ESPN.
even have like electricity and water. Yet they're
I know.
You know what I mean? Yet they're in the 3rd place game in the Little League World Series. They got a different type of problems to worry about
I'll
in
guarantee
Venezuela.
you there's probably 7 of those kids could play D1 college baseball if they were Americans.
Oh, sure.
And probably one of them will go to the big leagues.
Sure.
Venezuela's baseball.
Sure.
That's their natty pastime, for sure. All right, so there's that.
ESPN Deuce.
Is it on the Deuce?
That's what
Maybe does ABC have it? Okay, because ABC is going to run the World Championship unless ESPN has it. I lost track, whatever. But back in the day, the World title was the only game televised in the entire tournament, and it was on ABC. And Al Michaels would do the game.
Yeah,
and it was so cool. That's what made it cool. I didn't feel like they were being exploited then because it's one game. It's the World Championship. That I get. But now not only do we have the Little League. Okay, cool. We found the game. Awesome. You the man, LG. Not only, and we're up 3-0. Nice. Way to go, Burnie. Let's go, Burnie. Send their asses back to their 3rd world rivers. Go wash your clothes in the river, son. I'm just kidding. I'm just being a dick.
Thank you, Miss Kitty, for the 3 coffees, and thank you, Eddie the Great, for the $5. Working on a Sunday, you think Jesus wants that? Jeez.
You know, Jesus didn't have a Sunday.
I said my prayers this morning, Eddie.
You
Do I
pray
gotta
today?
go? I pray every day.
We need to pray just to make it today.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Kitty says, good morning in the building. Long-time listener. First time catching y'all live.
Oh, cool. Thank
Three
you, Miss
coffees,
Kitty.
right? It was 3?
Thank you.
Yeah, 3.
Thank you.
All right. You too can buy us 3 coffees by going to the Buy Me a Coffee link that LG posts every day on the chat. Join us in the super chat. You can tip us that way. You don't have to tip us, but we appreciate it. Whatever you want to give us, we'll take. We use it to have kick-ass equipment like we have and continue with our path and keeps this thing viable and on track. Subscribe for free. Join for $6 a month. We'll have members only today at 11:15 or 10:15 rather. And then you can always jump into the Buy Me a Coffee link too. That's on the chat deal that LG posts every single day. All right, so that's fine. I'm an old man ranting at clouds.
Right.
You know, it's like it's one thing that, and I'll wrap it up with this. We can move on. It's one thing to show the entire Little League World Series on ESPN, but now we get the regionals and everything, like the Texas Regional and the Southwest Regional.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. This goes on for 2 months on ESPN every day.
Shout out to them.
A lot of exploitation.
It's a lot of money spent.
I know. You're asking parents to travel to these places?
It's a lot. Yeah. And that's why people are like, oh, you're getting a free education. To get your son or daughter to D1 is not free.
No.
It ain't free. AAU basketball, travel baseball, 7-on-7 football. Parents spending a lot of money. It's a whole other mortgage.
Sure.
It's a whole other mortgage. It ain't free.
Right. And
it ain't free to get your kid to D1. So
no one's going to
miss me with that
feel
bullshit.
Sorry for Burnie residents, but whether you got money or not, that's still a lot of money.
Not only that, just because you live in Burnie don't mean you rich.
I get it, but these kids from Venezuela, I bet their parents ain't in Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
No,
there ain't no way.
They're watching on TV.
But it's expensive for everybody, no matter where you're from or where you live. It's just, but it's quite the thing. I like the World Series. It's cool, but it's a lot of games on TV showing a lot of little boys crying. Just, I struggle with that.
Are you crying?
I have no problem.
I
have no problem criticizing and exploiting Dallas Cowboys football players.
We got to go there.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Trey.
Do we got to go there?
Lance.
Here we go.
The little chime at the end. If Trey Lance makes the football team, it's because the owner's a stubborn jackass. He's got no business taking a roster spot from a hardworking guy that deserves to be on the team. It's time to take, and the son of a bitch has made $6.8 million to not develop at all. Get Trey Lance's ass off the roster.
He was playing, okay.
Ship him out of here. He sucked already. I wanted him cut last week. And how about, can I hit you with he hit the grand salami of interceptions last night.
He ran for 90 yards.
Sucks.
And a touch.
Well, then make him a flanker because they ain't got no running backs, that's for sure.
Let me ask you
Put
this,
his ass out at flanker. Let's run the wing tee.
They put him out there on the field with a bunch of guys that aren't going to make the team.
And he sucked. He should. Dak did that too when Dak in 2008 and Dak dominated their asses.
13.
Whatever. He still dominated their asses.
Dak Prescott sucks.
Trey Lance definitely sucks. You don't think he should be released?
I feel like when you're playing with fourth stringers, you're going to look bad. You're going to have to. You're trying to make plays. I'm being Trey Lance's agent right now.
If I was his agent, I would call him and say, "Yeah, I'm not your agent anymore. You need to do something else for a living." He's bad. 5 picks, terrible throws. I don't care who the route runners
I saw Romo
were.
throw 5 picks in a real game.
And then you heard me on postgame call for a new quarterback and call him overrated. Let's not act like Lance could even be competitive, though, in a real regular season game. If they go with him...
What do you mean if they go with him?
As the backup. Cooper's the backup.
Cooper's the backup.
This is about whether or not they're going to keep 3 guys. He's clearly... But why keep Trey Lance if he's... After a year, over a year and a half later... Might make me a note. I posted something. I was in the hellscape on vacation seeing my kids. The day the Cowboys sent a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance. I'm gonna go look up that video, and I think I said it. I think I said the exact. Well, I'm gonna go look at that video. I think it played out exactly how I thought. I didn't know what they were doing. Why are you sending a fourth for a guy that San Francisco's already admitted can't play? If I can't get the 49ers coaching staff to get anything out of Trey Lance, you think the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff's going to get something out of Trey Lance? No. He has gotten worse. He's made $6 million since he got here. What did he make in San Francisco? 20?
Well, remember it's slotted. So
right, but he was the third overall pick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's probably 20.
Yeah, so you won the lottery. You got to practice for a couple of years. It's time to go do something else. He's a young man. He's got all of his life ahead of him. He's got shit ton of money in the bank. Well, he should. This ain't for him. He's not an NFL caliber quarterback. He's not even, if he's not good enough to beat out Cooper Rush, then you shouldn't even have traded for him. It's a bad trade. Get him off the team and move on. He should have replaced Cooper by now as the backup. But he can't do that, so I don't see why he's here. Unless they release him, sign him as the practice quarterback, and let him be the plan B practice guy out during the week.
Plan B.
He can pretend that he's Jalen Hurts in practice or whatever, a simulation quarterback.
Yeah, he could be like,
That's fine.
we're playing Lamar Jackson this week. Be Lamar.
Sure.
He's going to make the team.
He needs to make the practice squad. He does not need to be on the 53 man.
Because NFL salary cap and shit is stupid. They probably owe him a shit ton of money if they cut him for some reason. You know how these deals work. Because remember, he's, in that rookie deal thing. So he's gonna make the team.
Well, he's not one of the 53 best guys on that team. He's not one of the best 553 guys in the NFL. He's not an NFL player.
San Francisco realized that.
Yep, and then stole a fourth-round pick from
And
Dallas.
keep in mind, San Francisco lost way more than Dallas did.
Sure.
San Francisco lost 3 first-round picks.
3 ones for this kid. And that will forever haunt them. That's one of their massive F-ups.
Yeah. They don't have many, but that's a huge one.
You don't go trading 3 number ones for anybody unless they're Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes
But we have
didn't
no
even,
idea
come
at the
on.
time he was going to be a bust.
What scared me off? A couple things. I'm going to sound like a Texas nationalist here. He's from Minnesota. Tell me how many great quarterbacks come out of the state of Minnesota. I'm sorry. I want my quarterback from California to Florida. I want my quarterback being a Southerner or a Californian. I don't want no effing Minnesotan. Other thing, he played college football at North Dakota Directional State. Jackrabbit bullshit. He played in a shitty
he played
college.
the same place Carson Wentz played, I want to say.
He played high school football in Minnesota. He went to Jackrabbit State. That was a red flag for me. And if you go back, pull the tape on the ticket. Back in the day, I said, this kid's from Minnesota, and he went to Jackrabbit State. I don't care if they win the Natty in D2 every year. He went to Jackrabbit State. He's from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wasn't like he was at Bama, and he's from, Texas, and he transferred. Alabama! He was raised in Minnesota, played high school football in Minnesota. Rudy, you could start fullback for any high school team in the state of Minnesota. Football there sucks when it comes to skill players, and you know that.
Great.
Then you go to North Dakota State. Come on, man. No.
Someone bought a coffee.
I'm not doing 3 number ones for that guy. That was on the 49ers, and I ripped their ass a new one then. But fast forward to now, Trey Lance needs to be off this football team.
What's up, LG?
Thanks, someone, for the coffee. Also, Jeremy Vidari bought 3 coffees. Longtime Thunderdomer, first-time Sunday listener.
What's up, Jeremy?
Love y'all hard. And Ernesto Martinez
Orale.
bought a coffee but didn't leave a message.
It's all right. I appreciate that. So here's what I've noticed, y'all. And we don't have a lot for like piled data. So lately we've been kind of doing shows here and there. What I notice is we get new guys every time we switch the time. We've had 3 people already today donate tips that have never watched our show live before.
But then you get that one guy. Why can't I? Well, what's up with the different time changes?
Well, again, 95% of the people that watch this show watch it after the fact, like we watch our television shows, unless it's a live game.
Right.
And we wind up getting new people by switching around. So we're doing the right thing. I'm a believer in continuity, sure, consistency. But in the YouTube world, and I'm an old radio man, I've had to literally beat that thinking out of my head. It does not matter when we do show. Matter of fact, maybe it's a good maybe we should do different start times all the time because we get new folks.
Different people.
We are beholden to no clock.
Correct.
anymore.
Yeah.
Right. That's amazing. There is no clock. We're just up here in
I'm
the
like,
verse.
hey,
and
mic
the
drop,
internet.
LG.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I've
we
gotten
do.
a lot better at this YouTube.
We do our 5 shows a week. That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, we get them in.
Yeah,
Get 'em in.
yeah. So that's it. So preseason's over. Trey Lance needs to be cut.
He won't be.
He'll probably cut. I think they release him, bring him back, and stick him on the practice squad. That's my prediction. But once again, all we prove is that the preseason in the NFL is a waste of time.
Oh my God!
It's about making money and selling beer and putting games
Thank
on
God
TV.
this shit's over.
Selling advertising revenue. It's all it's about. It's all it is. Preseason sucks. All right, let's get into some punches today. You guys got a punch presented by the
You go
official.
first.
All right, the official family lawyer of Orlando Kill. It is the Lord's Day. It is the Sabbath, and you bet your ass I've got folks to punch.
Folks, plural.
Well, one dude in particular, maybe. Yeah, no, multiple people, but one dude in particular. Since I decided to turn into a dad and criticize putting little boys on television, let me also suggest that when you're a father, you are not there to be their friend. If you're the guy who's looking to be the cool dad,
That's everybody.
You're gonna be a
parents
bad
different,
dad.
Mike. But okay, I'm listening.
okay, again, this is generality.
Mm-hmm.
You're cool. Well, we're cool, but we don't have to act cool to our kids. We don't let our kids get away with breaking the law so we can look cool. All right. I saw this in the paper today. This is written in the Express News. Raul Lopez writes this. 3 teenagers from McAllen have been arrested in connection with a house party where a high school football player died after falling off the roof.
Died?
Yeah, he fell off the roof of the house. What? The 3 17-year-olds were charged with furnishing alcohol to a minor. Previously, a McAllen father and son were arrested on similar charges. The father, Jamie De La Cerda Islas, 51 years old, was charged with purchasing and furnishing alcohol to a minor. This is a big house party that went on in McAllen, in which Pops went and bought all the booze.
Yeah,
And a kid falls off a roof and gets killed.
It's murder.
Punch Jamie De La Cerda Islas, 51-year-old dipshit from McAllen, trying to be the cool pops and going to buy all the teenagers booze, and you get somebody's kid killed because they're 17 and they're dumb, and they get loaded, get up on a roof, one of them falls off and gets killed. Nice work, Dad, you jackass. That's what you get for trying to be the cool dad. You killed somebody's baby. Now your ass is going to prison.
Major asshole.
So, F you. That's bullshit.
You think you so dad's got the blood on his hands?
Absolutely. You're the one adult with it. Them kids didn't go buy that booze. He did.
Fair. Parents been doing that since the beginning of time, Mike.
House parties?
Yes. I know for a
Okay.
fact there's been thousands of parents that have done that. I'm not saying
they're
it's
all
right.
wrong.
I'm not saying it's right. I know it's wrong. It's wrong.
My mother did that for me.
So you see what I'm saying?
But you know,
that's my point.
But Grandma Becky, I mean, do I need to explain any more?
No.
No. I had a senior blowout right after graduation.
Go ahead.
I was 18. We just graduated. I had a graduation party at my house. It was the coolest party of the year. I ain't gonna lie. At the time. But my mother's damn lucky one of us didn't get killed driving home or fall off the roof or get hit in the street crossing the street. That was horse shit for my mother to do that. She went and bought a shit ton of booze and it was a free-for-all that night. And it wasn't just us 18-year-old senior boys. We had freshman girls up in there.
Damn.
There's probably 200 or 300 kids that foot trafficked my house that night. Drinking booze that my mother provided. That was bullshit. At the time, it was great. I felt like the cool kid. But looking back on that, my mother should have had her ass arrested. That was bullshit. And this guy down in McAllen, you think he wants to do over this morning, sitting his ass in the McAllen County Jail? You bet your
I hope
ass
he has a
does.
good homeowner's insurance policy too. He's about to get sued out of his ass.
Out his ass. And he deserves it. It's one thing to go pop a beer with your son. It's one thing to let your daughter take a toast on New Year's
That's
Eve,
different.
just y'all.
That's totally
But when
different.
you go get tons of booze and you got dozens of kids at your house, you're a piece of shit. You're a weak ass parent. You're the reason why this country's full of wussy-ass kids because you're there to high-five and chest bump and be their daddy, bullshit, and be their buddy. You're their father. Be a father, not a dad. It's bullshit. Happens all the time. I'm not saying I'm the dad of the year. I'm not saying I got it all figured out. I'll be damned if I ever paid for a house party, have a bunch of underage kids in my house drinking beer. That's bullshit.
No, I'm never doing that because, again, I don't want that to happen. I don't want, and not only that, I'm not even thinking, first of all, God forbid someone die. I'm thinking about the kid going home, throwing up, drunk off his ass, and then the parents like, where were you? How'd you get the drink? And they're like, oh, Tati's dad bought it. Like, that's what I'm thinking about.
Does that enrage you even more when you find out that someone's parents bought the booze? Yeah, that's way worse.
It's one thing for somebody to have their older brother's fake ID and they got it. There's nothing I can do about that. But if I got it, I never, whoever this guy is,
shameful.
He'll never forgive himself. He'll never forgive him. He fucked up royally.
Yeah.
And even as adults, we fuck up. He fucked up royally.
Yeah, that royally.
What's up, LG?
Immorally.
I just got some super chats.
Let's
Ernesto Martinez Ipina Jr.
Wow.
$1.99 in the super chat.
Jesus.
Listening to him try to pronounce Spanish names.
No good?
Well,
I took 4 semesters of Spanish. Come on.
It's not awesome, LG. It's not great.
And why do you have to get so high voice when you do it?
Martinez. Patrick's in here with the super chat.
Shut up.
Patrick's $10. Hey guys, I like the Sunday morning start time. Well, don't get used to it because it floats.
And then we had a coffee, right?
Yeah, we got a long coffee message.
What's happened?
From the sister of Cruz Candelaria, a.k.a. Jesse Borrego.
Oh, what's up, Jesse?
Marina Borrego.
What's up, Marina?
Marina Borrego. Jesse's sister. Watch what you say about my brother because I'm top flight security. LOL. Love you guys hard. Keep up the good work. Long-time listener.
Okay. Jesse has done so much. He's had an amazing career. She needs to let go what I said about Blood In, Blood Out. It's one movie. It has nothing to do with her brother. Because I said it's a classic.
This is his sister?
Movie. Yeah. Blood In, Blood Out's horrible.
Come on, Mike.
But it's a cult movie. It's a bunch of Chicanos, and so that makes it
close to
good.
our hearts in San
I
Antonio.
understand.
It's
but
a cult classic.
Look, that's fine. No, it is. Obviously, it's a cult classic. It's a terrible one, but whatever. Because if it were a bunch of Filipinos, it wouldn't be hype. It wouldn't be. No one would know what it was in this town. And it's nothing to do with Jesse. I love Jesse. I've met Jesse. I've had lunch with Jesse.
Did you tell Jesse that?
It didn't come up. Yeah. But I've said it on the show.
No,
he knows.
I think we need to bring Jesse on and have a little face-to-face.
Hey,
that's fine. Go book him.
It's like for minorities. We don't give a fuck about Goodwill Hunting. I know everybody feels like that's but it's for a black man, Goodwill Hunting.
I get that. You don't relate to it.
I don't give a shit.
That doesn't mean the movie sucks.
It does.
It won an Oscar, and Robin Williams also won Best Supporting Actor, and it won Best Director and Screenplay.
It's a good movie. It's just a little bit too long. That's all.
Goodwill Hunting? Well, most
no,
movies are.
Blood In, Blood Out.
Oh, wait. It drags out like a sumbitch.
Hey, life's a risk.
Yo,
it's so
the
terrible.
The sister just called you out, and you gonna stand on it?
Well, she still gave us money. We can disagree and still love each other.
Hey, give
that's
me some
the beauty
on
of our show.
That's the beauty. It needs to be how we get along in America.
We're just talking here. We're talking about movies. Jesse's great. The work he does in town, trying to promote young actors and local actors and the SA Film Festival, all that. I had no idea about any of that for years till I met Nina, because Nina, of course, knows all those people. Nina's had documentaries made about her. The film people, not the Mexicans, the film people, which include all races. No, I've never run in that film circle we have. We have a tight knit little film circle in this city, and of course Nina knows them all and is running those circles because of people she's known in her life.
Yeah,
and she's had documentaries with her in them. She's acted in them. You know, she's had things shot on her life, and so I've met folks. I respect the hell out of the work that people in this town are trying to do to promote acting and making films locally, no budgets, all that kind of thing. Blood In, Blood Out sucked. That's it. And it wasn't even that I don't relate to it. My mother's Mexican. I think it's a terrible movie. Thanks for the money, Marina. Thanks for checking in on Sunday morning.
Now, if you had watched it when you were, 18-year-old Mike, would you have a different outlook on it?
Perhaps. Had I grown up here
in it, yeah,
and seen it when it came out, sure, because we all have our biases from our youth. Also, a lot of us were young when that movie came out.
And movies are different. I mean,
once
you go back as an adult and watch some of the shit that we loved, it's bad.
And how come we love it so much here? That movie was shot, and that's a Los Angeles, California movie.
It's East LA movie.
Because it had the people in it that look like us.
I guess so. That's fine.
It's like Boys in the Hood. I don't know if it's a great film. I don't know if Miss Society's a great film. I don't know if Baby Boy's a great film. I don't know if they're great films, but it's just we related.
Right.
Like,
no, I have that.
Is Breakfast Club and 16 Candles, are those great movies?
No. Okay. Breakfast Club was a very good movie, not a great film. 16 Candles was ass.
Weird Science.
And there ain't a girl in the States going to agree with me. That movie sucked. Molly Ringwald was overrated as fuck. And yeah, I have proof because she ain't done shit since she was 20 years old.
Weird Science.
Fantastic.
Overrated.
Fantastic.
Look. Just fantastic. E.T.
Brilliant.
Terrible movie.
Brilliant film. That's not a white cult classic.
No. I'm
That's
not.
that's
It just
Steven
doesn't
Spielberg.
hold up.
I'm off
Doesn't
race.
Spielberg.
I'm off race. I'm just talking about movies that we enjoyed as Teen Wolf.
No,
Fantastic.
Terrible.
Great movie.
Awful.
Y'all don't agree on
Excellent
shit.
movie.
Now, granted,
I love 80s movies.
I have not seen Teen Wolf since I was 11. I loved it.
Krispy Kreme Rob's in here with 3 coffees. Happy Sunday morning, fellas. Nice surprise and a great way to start the day.
Thanks, Rob.
P.S. Punch pumpkin spice season. It's too hot.
Oh my God. Hold on.
Too
We're gonna
hot
get
for
to
that shit.
Okay.
Hey, time out. We're going to get to that.
Right.
Let's get to Orlando Kell. 210-775-4995. The law office Orlando
Rudy's
Kell.
triggered.
OrlandoKellLaw@gmail.com. You pumpkin people.
Go for it.
Hold up. Nesto Martinez, $4.99. Sorry, did not know my full name on here like that. Quick edit to fix
He
that.
didn't even know his government name was going to show up.
You pumpkin people are weird. And I know a few pumpkin people. I love y'all. But the obsession with pumpkin beer and pumpkin coffee, it's strange.
It's traditional, seasonal. You know how
I already got people coming to Texas Cheer buying up all the pumpkin beer.
Of course you do.
Dude, it's August.
I know.
We were literally at 117 degrees this week.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you Halloween people wait?
Hits the market, they go.
I think, how close has Halloween come to Christmas?
Rudy.
Halloween is on Christmas's ass.
So we had a little get together last night, right? So we went to Hobby Lobby to get we had picnic tables. We had got some drapery for the tables and got some NYU art or whatever at Hobby Lobby. Half that store is Christmas right now.
Christmas?
I am not kidding.
They skipped Halloween and Thanksgiving.
Christmas. Half the Hobby. I'm going to call them out too. Maybe it's all of them, but the one we went to was off of 281 in Bitters. And half that store has been transformed and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's 118 degrees. It's ridiculous.
I don't get it.
Trees already for sale, lights on sale, decor, all the fall shit too. Half of Hobby Lobby's Christmas and Halloween fall season. Because women go out and buy it as soon as but men have their shit too. Like the McRib, it's the worst thing you could ever put in your body, but because it's traditional, McRib is back. Oh, I got to go get 4 this month.
No, my wife has 4 a season. She's a McRibber. Her and her sister, they're McRibbers.
And they get hyped. It's because it's tradition.
They love the McRib.
We all have that. We all have things that we just do because we've always done it, and it makes us feel comfortable. It gives our life continuity and consistency. And that's fine.
But the pumpkin thing is crazy. Like, I think you went to Starbucks today. They're already doing their pumpkin.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
Let's go.
Absolutely.
And speaking of
Yes,
Texas Cheer Liquor, pumpkin beer, hey, we don't make the rules.
So are you slamming the owner of Texas Cheer for putting pumpkin beer on the shelf in August?
I'll tell you why I'm going to slam them. I've been slamming them all week. Texas Cheer Liquor, 7 different locations. We do got your pumpkin beer. We don't make the rules. We just play by them. Yes, you got your August specials, 818 tequila, $24.99. You got your Sterling wine, Pinot, Cab, Merlot, etc. You can get 1 for $9.99 or 2 for $14.99. Dude, speaking of Christmas, The day after Thanksgiving, AD only allows Christmas music in the store until January 2nd.
Why is that?
He says it makes people shop more.
That's correct. He's
Dude,
right about
but
that.
Think about 32 days of Christmas
I went through it last year when I was working.
Oh my God. And if he walks in there and it's not on Christmas music, somebody's ass gonna have to pay.
So I worked for Renee at her store, his sister, and we negotiated. I'm like, cool, nothing but Christmas. But can I change up the playlist and have like Beyonce Christmas?
Yeah, can I do the soul Christmas? I gotta
Boys to Men.
I need to negotiate that. I want to do the R&B Christmas at least a little bit.
A little bit. Mix it
Mariah will be in there. It's
Sure.
the most played song of all time, ain't it?
Yeah.
All I want.
You gotta mix in some Eazy-E, Merry Motherfucking Christmas, right?
No, anytime he walks in and I'm playing hip hop LG, he says, "You're in Redbird Ranch. You're in Redbird Ranch. Just remember you're at Redbird Ranch."
So what does that mean? You got to put out
It
some,
just means just take it easy on the playlist.
you got to put on Coldplay or something?
Yeah, you got to Pearl Jam, The King, George Strait. Yeah, take it easy on the tickets.
Damn,
You're at
AD,
Redbird
man.
Ranch.
Take it easy. You're on Redbird Ranch. You're at Redbird Ranch. Take it easy on the playlist, or at least play the edited version.
I love the traditional stuff, Nat King Cole, the old school stuff, Beatles, all those old school from back in the. But I'm like, can I at least every once in a while can I switch it to newer school Christmas music? She was like, yes, you may, or even classical instrumentals with no vocals, even that. Like,
But what is it? Q1019. I can't do that for 32 days.
Right, and you know what the radio book says every December? That Q is the most listened to radio station in the city, and it ain't close.
Are you serious?
Yep,
During
There's a
Christmas?
reason they do that. Yep.
Q101 makes all of its money for the budget in December.
Because of Christmas music.
That's right. They start playing it the day after Thanksgiving.
But when I am walking through Macy's, I do feel a little more jolly.
And they smash in the ratings. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, Texas Cheer Liquor, 7 locations, texascheerliquor.com.
5%
Sing,
off.
motherfucker.
5%
In the building,
off.
but not with this special.
No.
The
that's
special is
different.
the special. If it's something that's on sale, you don't get the in the building special. But throw it out there anyway and let them tell you no. This way they know we sent you.
All right. GC Roofing brings us the next portion of In the Building. Our boys at GC Roofing and Construction. GC Roofing. Did y'all see? I wanted to bring this to your attention.
What up, yo?
I just saw a movie with Channing Tatum in it. That's so he's kind of in my head.
The dude that went to the moon?
Yeah, he was
With
in
Scarlett
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson, yeah. She made Derek Jeter's roster.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, she made the team.
She played right field for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum, the noted actor, says he spent the day in the bathroom, the whole day,
Well, he was on Ozempic?
after swallowing pool water on accident at a party in Mexico.
He's with Lenny Kravitz's daughter. I think they're engaged.
Zoe.
Yeah, he's there. Him and Zoe are
Yep.
engaged.
He was down there with her. They were hanging out in the pool. He was, diving and swimming, accidentally swallowed some water and had the worst squirts of his life.
Good for him.
And was literally in the floor in the bathroom for 12 hours. He couldn't even leave the bathroom. Just kept coming and coming and coming. Mexico, man.
There was
Mexico.
doo-doo feces thrown all over the walls.
They went on a podcast to talk about it, of course. And Zoe was with him.
Wait, they didn't do it on radio?
No, they did it on a podcast.
Jesus Christ. Radio. Shut the
So she's giving him shit about it. She's
Who was
like,
she?
Zoe was giving
Oh.
him shit. She's like, remember we had that party, and you and Simon, their buddy, were both wrestling in the pool, and you guys swallowed pool water. And he goes, 12 hours. I couldn't leave the bathroom. 12 hours, and they all started laughing their asses off. He wrote so Channing Tatum says they literally had to have a doctor come to their hotel room and
had to
give him
give an IV.
a shot in the ass.
Awesome.
He was so sick.
Good for him. You got to cleanse your soul.
And he cleansed it. Yeah.
Well, at least his body passed the parasite.
God. Mexico, man.
See, that's why, when I get in the pool, chest up, I ain't swimming around, and I'm damn sure not playing grab ass with a dude.
A dude got electrocuted to death in a hotel pool.
Yeah, that was in Mexico.
He was chest up.
I thought that his wife did too, but the guy died.
She lived barely.
So yeah, she's suing the resort.
Already has.
But my thing is like, y'all saw the skies. Y'all chose to stay in the pool.
I know.
As a child.
The guy who got electrocuted? But they had a faulty... See, she's saying they had a faulty thing, though.
Oh, it wasn't just the lightning struck the hot tub.
There was something faulty. She needs to prove that in court, so that'll all play itself out.
Good luck.
The worst diarrhea I've ever had. Late 80s. Grandma Becky decided to leave me home alone for 2 days and forgot that we didn't have any groceries. So my buddy Tweety Bird, we called him Tweety. Tweety comes over.
I know a Tweety.
Me and Tweety are over there.
What up, Tweety?
And he ain't got nothing to eat at his house neither. I found, for whatever reason, we had a big-ass jar. I don't know why she bought this size. All we had to eat was a jar of hamburger sliced dills. Those best-made sliced dill pickle slices you put on hamburgers.
Yeah.
So he got a fork, I got a fork, and we ate the whole thing the course of a day. The next day, I was face down in the bathroom for hours. I was probably 11, something like that. Nothing but pickles. God knows what all I put in my body. The salt, the vinegar, that pickly liquid.
Out.
Dude,
you weren't sick. It cleaned you out.
I guess.
Yeah. It
was the worst.
Mine was Hooters.
What'd you
drums.
Eat? It
was
raw.
the drums. Yeah, the drums were raw.
Oh, no.
So I went flats only for like 2 years. The drums at Hooters got me bad.
Well, you shouldn't. Your first mistake was eating at Hooters.
I know. Anyway.
Terrible.
GC Services Roofing and Construction.
Thank y'all, GC.
Serving San Antonio and Corpus Christi. GCServicesRoofing.com.
My man Russ.
Call up my man Russ at 210-347-0426. GC Services Roofing and Construction.
Yeah, and they've got hookups. So GC.
What's the hookup?
There was that text he sent me the other day.
They're
going to take care of your deductible for you till the end of September. So it's the last week of August for the next 5 weeks.
Okay.
GC Services will take care of up to $500 of your deductible on a roof replacement. If you have a roof replaced between now and the end of September, they will take care of up to $500 of your deductible as an in-the-building special at GC Roofing. Pretty cool. Pretty badass. All right. Speaking of being stuck in places, in my case, the bathroom, did you see the Chargers story? Bunch of dudes got stuck in the elevator. They had to call the fire department. Like your worst
That's like my worst
nightmare.
Yeah, that's my worst nightmare. I don't never want to, because I'm thinking the air, and no, I never want to be stuck on an elevator.
Jim Harbaugh yesterday lauded Justin Herbert. Herbert was one of the guys stuck.
Damn.
And other dudes on the team who got stuck on an elevator for 2 hours at the team's hotel in Dallas Friday night. There were 11 or 12 players, according to Harbaugh, on the elevator.
What kind of how big was this elevator? Is it industrial?
Probably a nice 5-star hotel.
Yeah, how can 11 football players get on an elevator?
Also on the elevator with the guys, Jerry Fouts, the wife of the Pro Football Hall of Famer and Chargers TV analyst Dan Fouts.
Why is she hanging out with 11 dudes?
Well, Dan's in town to call the game. He's the Chargers. He's a Chargers broadcaster, TV analyst, and she was there. Somehow she slipped in the elevator with a bunch of the guys.
Sounds like a porn scene.
It's your game. Oh my God. Dallas Fire and Rescue had to come to the hotel, had to crawl into the shaft of the elevator thing, go through the top of the roof of the elevator, and have them climb out of the top of the elevator out into the fucking guts of the building.
Never.
Stuck
this
somewhere.
This is Die Hard.
Crazy. It's Die Hard. Stuck somewhere between the 3rd and 15th floor at the West End, downtown Dallas.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Harbaugh says you get in those situations and it's a test of wills.
My God. They just got stuck in an elevator, coach.
He's going to use it
Everything don't got to go to coach speak.
Yeah, I know.
when you go through something like what we went through on that elevator, that's why we're in the AFC Championship. In the elevator, I knew this team was going to the AFC Championship. Like, shut the fuck up, Harbaugh.
Plate pants wearing Coach Harbaugh. I was proud of each of our guys and the 2 women that were on the elevator.
Oh, my God.
That's a win, he said. That's a win. You feel good about yourself. You were challenged. It was a test of will. You put it down, or you either pull it down or you'll pull it in.
He did not say that. Are you really reading a quote?
Quote, word for word. And it was hot too, says Harbaugh. As each person, I feel like I should narrow, it's like a documentary. As each person came off the elevator, sweating, some had the shirt off. Justin Herbert, his hair was a little wet, but his shirt was completely dry. That was another thing that blew me away. He kept his cool.
Get
the fuck out of here, man.
Mike, you're not serious.
Rudy, there's the quote right here. That's Harbaugh. He's such a dork. Such a dork.
Brian Gamboa just bought us 3 coffees. Thank you, sir.
What's up, Brian? All right. Ribaldo. Jay is doing some traveling. Wants us all to know that he is absolutely still working, though. You can get a hold of Jay. Y'all were on that text thread he sent this week.
It says, I'm kindly sending this friendly note to inform you I'll be traveling abroad until September 10th. Good news, I have international data connectivity throughout and will be able to check/respond to messages. Time difference will be 7 hours ahead of CST, and especially for needed circumstances, data phone calls are welcome.
7 hours ahead. I forgot that part.
Yeah.
I assumed he was in the Philippines.
I don't know where he's at.
7 hours sounds like he's in Europe.
Well, we done sold him like 4 or 5 houses.
Yeah, I guess
can go
so.
to Europe.
Yeah, y'all have fun.
Enjoy, Jay.
Enjoy, Jay.
You're welcome.
I like how you made it all about us.
Of
Rule
course.
number 1.
Well, you're welcome.
Jay Ribaldo,
Tell
the
your wife
official
and kids it's on us. It's all
real
good.
estate agent of In the Building, proprietor of houses. Whether you're ready to help sell one or you need to buy one, Jay's the guy. Hit that man up. 210. I don't have it in front of me.
887-1081.
1081. That's it. That's
Or
the part
Jay
I forgot.
Ribaldo at KW.com.
Thank you, boys. Thank you. I'm ill prepared today. I forgot my notebook and my laptop, and I'm out of sorts. I appreciate it. All right, so thank you to Jay Ribaldo, and we'll end with this because we do have a members only coming up. A couple of weeks ago, remember I mentioned that I'm worried about the Cowboys cover corners.
He got worse.
And how comes Stephen Gilmore's not back?
He's a Viking.
Yep. On a 1-year, $7 million deal. And y'all didn't want to bring Stephon Gilmore back. I caught Deron Bland, had a good run for about 3 months and didn't do shit in December and January. He didn't. And he'll go down as he broke the all-time record for pick sixes in a season. That's incredible. But outside of the pick sixes, he was just another guy. He really was.
Right.
And he was dog shit in December.
And Jordan Love carved his ass up.
Right. And you got Trayvon Diggs coming off a blown-out knee, hadn't played in 2 years, and you don't make any effort to bring Stephon Gilmore back? And now all of a sudden Deron Bland out at least 6 weeks, maybe 2 months with a stress fracture in his foot. Dude, this team sucks. He had discomfort last week, complained about it in Oxnard. They gave him an MRI, revealed a stress fracture. He's going to miss 6 to 8 weeks. He's going to be put on injured reserve / designated to return Tuesday. He's a roster exempt. He'll be back. His left foot, it's the 5th metatarsal.
Oh, God, just his foot.
How a similar injury, though, once kept Tank Lawrence out 10 games. Des Bryant had the same thing. He missed 6 games. Everybody's different, but remember James Washington? He had to have surgery over the same thing.
I remember that.
So it's not a guarantee he's back in 6 weeks. So now Deron Bland's out for God knows how long, and he wasn't great when he was in last year after he broke the record. Just saying, this Cowboy team sucks. 7-10 at best. At best. All right.
Burnie's pulling the last night. It's now 3-3.
Uh-oh. Well, they're out of pitching.
They're tired.
They're worn out, yeah.
And not only that, like, I don't even give a shit about third.
You sound like a typical American.
I don't give a shit about third place.
Okay, this will trigger you then. They're having a parade for Bernie anyway on Tuesday in downtown
I'm cool
Bernie.
with that.
Those kids made the World
I'm cool with
Series.
that.
They should get a parade.
I have no problem with
yeah,
that.
you ain't got to win. For the record, though, our team is a team from the same little town against the whole country's best. Just
Great
saying.
point.
Just
Great
saying.
point. Great point.
Just saying.
Great point.
All right. That's it. We're done.
Damn, I'm black. I've been walking. Look, shit.
This
I'm
just in,
sun-kissed.
Rudy Jay is a black man.
Sun-kissed. Good Lord.
Members only. 10-15? 10-10?
Why not?
I'm ready
15.
to whatever.
15.
15. You need 15? All right.
15.
10-15. See you on 15 minutes. Love y'all hard. Bam.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.